And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Newton on first down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Here we go.
Newton to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Newton. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought...
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll set up a throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Set. 180. 180.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Great. You're set. 180.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Newton. Able to get away. Forced out to his left. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll run it here. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. Gonna let one flip. This is caught inside the 15. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Panthers have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays. 2
of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Cam's going to run the option right. McCaffrey following the penalty. Now he opts for the spin. And now look at him go. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 84 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stall down here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll go on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now, Barney, Barney.
Now Cohen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Evades him at the 20. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Parkey's kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Bears on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll drop to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen. But
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Third and long. It's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He'll look to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now running right through it. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Cam's going to run the option right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On second down, here's Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Set 180.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. Now Newton on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A fantastic connection that time. Newton to Funchess. And even 40 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On play action, they'll throw. Going deep here for Bryant. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 20. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Newton on first down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Cam's going to run the option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. From the 50, Newton. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Newton. This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Gano the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he coughed it up. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Green 39! Green 39! No, check. Patriot!
They're going to look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, and it's 3rd and short.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a first down throw for Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Escapes the sack, and incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Ready?
Now Newton. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
180. 180. They'll run it now out of the gun.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his target. That's more. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Bears, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
you.